Okay, so we've done consumer rights and responsibilities. Now I want to actually just have a quick look at different advertising problems that you might run into as a consumer. So the first one is false. Again, I'm using the ACCC's website, so you know it's pretty cool. So false and misleading claims. So this is when a company actually basically lies to you about what their product can do. So here's some examples of some misleading claims. Pause the video if you want to have a read. So, and then, but it's also bits in the fine detail and all that sort of thing. So if you've been misled, you can make a consumer complaint. So that means you can complain about it. Depending on how bad the misleading claim was, you may actually be able to get a refund because they've actually lied to you about what the product can actually do. So it's important to actually understand what it is you've been told a product can do versus what the product can do itself. Another one is cashback offers. That's when you buy something and they offer you a cashback. You often have to apply for those and they're often complicated to get through and they'll have a deadline, so be careful about those. Gift cards and discount vouchers. What was interesting on this one was that gift cards often have a 3-year expiry date and the expiry date must be clearly written. So that's interesting. So it's probably worthwhile asking when next time you get a gift card whether or not it's got 3 years on it or if you could get the 3 years. So maybe that's the case. So that's interesting, okay? The other thing that I thought was interesting was that post-apply fees can exist. So it might be that they charge you for a fee or something after you've got the gift card, so be very careful about that as well. This is my big one. I'm often a big one for this. Customer loyalty schemes are quite tricky because they actually do collect a lot of data. So here's a range of points you want to read. Just pause the video. So for example, something like the Flybuys card, they're actually collecting everything that you buy, attributing it against your name, your address, your age and all that sort of thing, whatever you filled in on the form. And then they're actually running algorithms, which means they can work out various bits and pieces about you. In fact, they worked out one algorithm and they could start to work out whether somebody in the household was pregnant and knew before the company knew before the person did, because there are certain things that happen in relation to being pregnant. So it's kind of a little bit scary, some of the stuff, and it means that you can get tailored advertising and things like that. So there's lots of issues about loyalty schemes, so make sure you read the fine print if you're signing up to one, and be very, very careful. And that was just some of the things about advertising.